Hello and welcome. Let's just take a moment here, find a quiet space, and really dive into a piece of ancient wisdom that honestly feels more relevant today than ever. It's a huge question, isn't it? Something people have been asking for thousands of years, especially now, with all the burnout and pressure we face. And the answer we're going to explore today, well, it's captured in just four simple but incredibly deep Chinese characters. So here it is. Shun Qi Zi Ran. Now, a lot of idioms we look at come from a single fable or some big dramatic historical event, but this one, it tells a totally different kind of story. This is the story of an idea and its journey through 1,000 years of Chinese thought. And to really get the depth of it, you kind of have to feel the meaning of each character. So let's just go through them one by one. Okay, the first character is Shun. Poetically, it means to follow, to flow along with something. Just picture a little boat, not fighting the river, but just moving with its gentle current. That's Shun.
This second one is Qi. This is pretty simple. It just means it's or there. It's a little pointer telling you that something has a nature all its own. Next up, we have Zi. This means self or from within. It's talking about an essence that's just inherent, authentic. And the last character here is Ran. This one signifies nature, the state of things as they actually are, the isness of the world around us. So you bring them all together, and what do you get? Shun Qi Zi Ran. It means to follow the inherent nature of things as they unfold. It's really a call to move with the world, not to try and force it, to just let things be what they are. So now let's trace the biography of this idea. I like to think of it like a river. It starts as this tiny little spring in an old text and then just gets bigger and stronger as it flows through the centuries. And our river begins right here, way back in the 10th century. The first time we know of it being written down is in a text on Feng Shui, the art of living in harmony with your environment. From that little spring, it flows into these huge philosophical discussions during the Song Dynasty, where Confucian scholars started using it to talk about human nature itself. And as this idea got deeper and more complex, it started to shape not just how people thought, but how they created things. It actually became a principle for art, for writing, and for understanding the human heart. Take a look at this. We've got a Ming Dynasty poet, Xie Zhen, applying this whole concept to creativity. He was saying that you can't force great art. You don't just wrestle a poem into existence. No, you prepare, you learn your craft, and then you just allow the poem to emerge naturally, to Shun Qi Zi Ran. It's such a cool shift from just observing the world to mastering your own inner creative flow. Then we jump forward to the 20th century, and the idea evolves again. The amazing novelist Lao She uses this phrase to describe a character's whole state of being. And this isn't about being weak or passive. It's a kind of quiet, resilient strength, a deep acceptance of life's challenges without giving up your inner peace. That's the key part. It's a form of inner mastery. That idea of inner mastery really speaks to one of the biggest tensions in our own lives, doesn't it? That constant push and pull between our need to control everything and the wisdom of just accepting things. It really makes you wonder how this ancient idea holds up today. And this is where the story takes this really fascinating turn. It goes from being this abstract philosophical concept to becoming the foundation for a clinical approach to mental health, pioneered by a man named Professor Zhang Shangyang. Professor Zhang's natural psychotherapy, which is used to treat things like OCD, completely transforms letting things be into this really active, courageous process. Let's just walk through the steps. Step 1, endure. Don't run from the pain, just keep doing what your life needs you to do. Step 2, accept. Stop fighting the anxiety, accept that it's there, and stop doing the compulsive things that don't really help. And then step 3, and this is the most powerful one, seek. You actively go toward the thing you're afraid of, which completely robs it of its power. This is Shun Qi Zi Ran as a real modern therapeutic tool. Okay, so this journey through history is really beautiful, but it all comes down to the most important question, right? How does this ancient wisdom actually fit into our world of deadlines and ambitions and all the anxieties that come with it? Here's a super simple modern example. This is not about giving up. It's the total opposite. It's about seeing the line between your effort and the final outcome. You did everything you could, right? You prepped, you had a great interview. That was your part. The result? That's out of your hands now.
So to Shun Qi Zi Ran here is to trust the process, to let go of your attachment to that one specific outcome, and just stay open to whatever the current brings you next. It's a quiet, powerful act of wisdom. Learn Chinese one story at a time.